So I wanted to share this situation where two nurses that I trusted for years, okay. We worked together for years. They double crossed me at the same time. So basically, I would literally float through facilities, okay? Met up with both of the nurses, and I remember being so happy. I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad that I met you guys. You guys are so professional. Nursing is taking a down dive. It's hard to come across professional nurses that you can work with. Very nice to me. We got along. We got along. One of them, she even like oriented me to the position. And so years go by and years go by. I thought we all took a liking to each other. Well, one of them, she would call me and text me and she'd say, hey, Audra, could you do me a favor, please? And she'd say, would you fill this shift for me because I'm going on vacation? And I know how that is. So I would always fill this shift for her. Then sometimes she would call right at the end of the shift. When I tell y'all right at the end of the shift, when I'm ready to get off. And I done worked the long 8, 10, 12 hours. So she'd call or either text me. She'd say, hey, I'm running late. Are you able to stay? It would always be an extra 20 to like maybe an hour, 20 minutes to an hour. I would say, yeah. But then I had a conversation where her, I was like, could you do me a favor? Moving forward, could you let me know ahead of time? Just so that way I'm not expecting to get off of work. You know what I'm saying? And she said, yeah. Throughout our shifts, we worked maybe a few shifts together. Very polite. I felt a good aura from her. Good conversations. You know, never had any issues with her. The shift went well. We worked as a team, so there was no reason to have a problem. So let's shift to the other nurse. So this particular nurse, like I said, she did really well. She trained me and everything. And basically, whenever the schedule was getting ready to come out, she would call me or she would text me. Schedule's about to come out. I'm going to do the schedule. Do you have any shift availability? So it started off like that. Then when I realized that she was, doing the schedule, whatever, I would literally text her or call her before the schedule came out, and I would ask her for shifts. When I tell you, every time I reached out to her, she texted me right back, or she called right back, or she let me know I'm not available right now, but I will get back to you by then. That was our mood for a good, oh my God, you guys, maybe 3 to what? 6 years. So we worked together, had a good time together. They usually have like smorgasbords at work. They even invited me in, and we just really had a lot of good shifts together. There were no nursing issues, none of that. I decided to leave, okay? And I went and ventured off and I did other things in nursing. And I know that I hit a point where I felt like I wore out one of my references. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't have a big reference list. You would think I would. But when I'm on my job, I'm not really thinking about going to the next one. I'm thinking about longevity. I'm thinking about staying there. So now I know to build relationships or try to while you're on your job. But people switch up when you leave. Some people, we exchange numbers, get chit chat. And one girl, I even went out. I had 2 tickets to a concert in Philly. We went out together, had dinner in Chinatown in Philadelphia. Do you know? I called her a couple of years later for a reference. She gave it to me one time. I just recently reached out to her. She ghosted me. She didn't say anything. So anyway, going back to these two, I decided to apply for some jobs. The one reference told me, I'll always give you a reference. But you know how people say, oh, we'll always give it to you, but I just didn't want to wear out my welcome. So something said, Audra, sit down, write down everybody who could possibly give you a reference in your phone list. These two nurses come up. I said, oh my God, God is blessing me. I forgot about those two. So I reach out. Man, I reached out via text and I made a phone call. Those text messages came back, right back. Both of them said the same thing. And I reached out to some other people too. And so they both said, sure, we'll give it to you. I said, okay. Now, I reached out to some techs, which I didn't know that I could utilize some techs. I also reached out to some nursing assistants as well. And my old reference, she reconfirmed, stop sweating it. I got you. So I decided to utilize these two. I said, okay, got down to how we were going to send a reference. Do you know I called one of them 5 times? Did not get an answer. My brain said, Audra, text her. Maybe that's easier. Text her. Got a little more information. Sure. My employer kept calling. We keep reaching out. We can't get anything. We keep reaching out. Da-da-da-da-da. The other one, remember, she initially said, okay. I kept texting and I called. I even texted and said, if you're busy, you know what I'm saying, please let me know so that I can, nail down a date where I can get you. Employer keeps reaching back. I'm really looking forward to this job. I'm in need of, ghosted me. So when the job is over, the relationship is over. And that's that. What I learned from this and what I take away from this. Even though I will fill a shift for you, and I'm big on the holidays too, because I don't really celebrate the same holidays people do. But one thing's for certain and 2 things for sure. Before I give you that okay on filling a shift for you or filling shifts when you're doing the schedule, I'm going to pray over it. And I'm going to ask God to guide me. Because I felt like that was really effed up. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we work together for 3 to 6 years? What's the point in texting back and telling me you're going to do it if you're not going to do it? And then even after that, even though one of the texts did give me a reference and it did help me get the job, I text her for something else. Because sometimes you apply for more than one job. Text goes to me as well. That's it for this video, y'all. Have a good one. I want to let you guys know I'm going to be going live very soon. I will post either a short or a video letting you guys know when I'm going live. I'm going to be giving 3 tips on how to get over 100 prescribers and grow your YouTube channel. I'm also going to be giving tips on what to watch for when you put out shorts and or videos. Okay. And then I'm also going to be doing like a follow-up live where I can help, people who want to gain over 4,000 watch hours. A lot of people say it takes them years to get to this level. So, stay tuned. I'll let you know. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.